when you aren't with somebody and it doesn't work out, and the two of you are just like in a weird space and everything is a fight, especially in front of the kids.
So what happened to you? I didn't even do anything.
Ma'am, I don't know if you don't remember, but you were swinging at me, you bitch.
The internet didn't just react, it erupted when one forgotten clip crawled back into the spotlight and shattered everything Erica Mena thought she had escaped. What was supposed to be a glowing new chapter turned into a public reckoning overnight. And the timing was so brutal, it felt engineered by fate itself, just as Erica proudly revealed her new man. Smiling like the storm with Safaree was finally behind her. Arrest footage tied to her past began circulating again, igniting questions nobody was ready to answer. Suddenly, the bravado vanished. The confidence cracked. And fans noticed something terrifying. Erica went quiet. No fiery rants. No Instagram wars. No defenses. Silence. And in celebrity culture, silence is never accidental. Insiders began whispering that the new relationship wasn't love at all, but a message meant for one person only. Safaree, every kiss on camera, every viral clip, every staged moment allegedly designed to provoke a reaction that never came. While Erica performed happiness, Safaree moved on in peace, and that contrast cut deeper than any insult ever could. Then the footage resurfaced. Police voices, accusations, chaos frozen in time. Social media tore it apart frame by frame, and the narrative flipped instantly. Sympathy turned into suspicion. Support turned into scrutiny. Behind the scenes, sources claim regret started seeping in fast and ugly. Private messages. Emotional breakdowns. A haunting realization that filing for divorce didn't spark a reunion. It finalized an ending she never believed would actually happen. And just when everyone thought the damage was done, whispers spread that something even more explosive was still unreleased. Waiting to finish what the footage started, the fallout didn't happen all at once. It crept in slowly, like a leak behind a wall, until the entire structure collapsed in front of millions. Erica Mena thought she was controlling the narrative when she reappeared online glowing, wrapped in a new man's arms, smiling like someone who had finally won. The posts felt deliberate. The timing felt intentional. The message felt loud without saying a word. I've moved on. But the internet has a way of punishing confidence when it's built on unfinished pain. Within hours, the tone shifted. Old clips resurfaced. Screenshots started circulating. And then the footage everyone forgot about, or pretended not to remember, came screaming back into the timeline like it had been waiting for this exact moment. Suddenly, the conversation wasn't about her new relationship anymore. It was about patterns, behavior, history. The kind of past that doesn't stay buried just because you post
I'm pretty sure that, there's some men out there who could relate to this. And when it comes to being a father in a co-parenting situation where somebody wants to have full control of every single thing and they can't have control, it's just not going to be a easy trend.
Post happiness over it. Fans started stitching together timelines, pointing out how every time Safaree appeared at peace, Erica appeared louder. Every time he posted the kids, she posted a rant. Every time he stayed silent, she escalated. And when that arrest footage re-entered the chat, everything flipped. Police voices describing chaos. Accusations spoken with unsettling calm. Moments Erica never meant for the world to hear replayed endlessly across reaction channels. The same woman who once commanded sympathy was now being examined under a microscope. She couldn't escape. Insiders claimed the new boyfriend reveal was never meant for the public the way people assumed. It was meant for one man, Safaree. A calculated move to spark jealousy, to provoke a reaction, to reopen a door she never believed had fully closed. But the reaction never came. Safaree didn't rant. He didn't expose. He didn't even acknowledge it publicly. He posted peace. He posted routine. He posted fatherhood. And that silence, according to people close to Erica, hit harder than any argument ever did. Because silence meant finality. It meant he wasn't fighting anymore. And when a man stops fighting, the war is already over. Behind closed doors, things reportedly started unraveling fast.
Enough where I gave him 2 babies, not 1. So it was, you know.
Back to back.
Right, back.
The new relationship allegedly cracked under pressure it never signed up for. Arguments about why Safaree's name kept coming up, why his actions were still being monitored, why his happiness felt like a personal attack. Sources whispered that the new man began realizing he wasn't stepping into a fresh chapter, but into the middle of an unfinished story still bleeding from every page.
You aren't with somebody and it doesn't work out, and the two of you are just like in a weird space and everything is a fight, especially in front of the kids. Like, I'm not gonna subject myself to that.
You call the cops on your to me. Yeah, you are trying to dead. You're gonna be talking after you. No, before I need you. Remember that. Slow, Linda. Yeah, go ahead. You too. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because your other 2 kids are gonna be miserable just like you. Oh, go ahead. Jerk off. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. All because of you. All because of you.
The romance that looked passionate online allegedly felt exhausting in private. And when the blogs turned ruthless, when memes replaced empathy, when commentary channels stopped defending and started questioning, the mask slipped. Then came the whispers that changed everything. Alleged leaked messages suggesting Erica never...
Listen, you don't have to complete your story to me. It's not gonna change nothing. Come on.
All I was trying to do was get you out the club.
So what happened to you? I didn't even do anything.
Ma'am, I don't know if you don't remember, but you were swinging at me.
Never wanted the divorce to truly end the marriage. That filing was meant as a threat, an ultimatum, a wake-up call she believed would force Safaree to transform overnight. Instead, he accepted it, signed the papers, let go. That realization, insiders claim, broke something deep. Because regret doesn't always come from losing love. Sometimes it comes from realizing you misjudged your power. Erica wasn't prepared for a world where Safaree didn't chase her, didn't beg, didn't collapse. He moved forward, and that forward motion left her stuck replaying every choice. Social media turned brutal. Fans who once defended her fiercely began questioning motives. Old interviews resurfaced. Old statements contradicted new ones. Clips of her claiming she was unbothered were now paired next to moments of visible emotional strain. Lives where her voice cracked. Stories where captions felt defensive instead of confident. Meanwhile, Safaree's restraint became its own kind of exposure. People praised his calm, his refusal to add fuel. Celebrities subtly sided with peace, reposting quotes about growth and healing that felt pointed without naming names. Every subtweet reignited debate. Every reaction video pulled in millions. The chaos fed itself. The arrest footage became the turning point. Not because it was new, but because the context had changed. Viewers listened differently this time. They noticed the tone, the language, the pattern of denial followed by escalation. Commentators argued that this wasn't an isolated incident but a snapshot of unresolved trauma playing out in real time. Others pushed back, calling the internet cruel, selective, unforgiving. But once a narrative
Situation is all about control. This woman texts a naked picture of me to my mother and my sister because she wanted to let them know that oh, you and your son, I'm pretty sure your son's not telling you what's really going on between us and all of this other nonsense. Okay. Me and you are still, having a relationship, and that's over with. Thank God that's over with. You taking naked pictures and sending it to my mother and my sister. To do what? And
once a narrative cracks, it rarely seals again. Allegations surfaced that Erica begged people in her circle to help pull content down, to redirect the conversation, to remind the public of her humanity. But the internet doesn't reverse. It accelerates stop privately. Sources claimed Erica oscillated between defiance and devastation. One moment standing firm that she owed no one explanations, the next admitting embarrassment she couldn't shake. Not shame, but exposure. The kind that strips away performance and leaves raw regret behind. She allegedly confided that watching Safaree thrive without her forced her to confront something she avoided for years. That control was never the same as love. That dominance was never security. That filing for divorce to scare someone only works if they're still afraid to lose you. As the new relationship allegedly continued to deteriorate, fans noticed subtle changes. Fewer posts together, less intimacy, more solo captions, and then silence again. The same silence that haunted the beginning of this collapse returned, heavier this time. Rumors swirled that another clip existed. Something unreleased. Something more personal. Insiders teased that if it dropped, it would permanently alter public perception. Whether it ever surfaces almost doesn't matter. The damage was already done. The regret was already visible. Not because Erica admitted it publicly, but because everything she once did to prove she'd moved on now felt like evidence. She hadn't. This wasn't just about a divorce anymore. It was about ego colliding with reality, about mistaking attention for power, about learning too late that some exits don't lead to leverage, they lead to loss. Erica Mena didn't just lose a marriage.
What about the child support? That's it? Tony, that's crazy. Why? Are you kidding me? Now all of this financial burden with my children is on me?
She lost control of the story. And in celebrity culture, that might be the most painful loss of all. Because once the internet decides you're no longer the hero of your own narrative, every move becomes a reaction instead of a choice. And as whispers of one final leak continue to circulate, one question hangs heavy over everything. Was the divorce her freedom? Or the moment she realized too late what she'd already thrown away? If you think this story is over, that's exactly how the biggest moments catch people slipping. What you just witnessed isn't old drama being recycled. It's an unfinished saga still unfolding in real time. With pieces of the truth dropping when you least expect them, one clip, one message, one reaction is all it takes to flip the narrative again. And the people who miss it will only hear about it after the damage is done. This is the kind of situation where staying silent means staying behind. Right now is your chance to stay locked in. Hit that like button so this story keeps getting pushed into the light instead of buried under excuses and distractions. Subscribe immediately, because when the next receipt surfaces, and insiders swear it will, you'll want to see it raw, unfiltered, and first. And don't scroll past the comments section. Drop your thoughts, because this conversation is shaping public perception as we speak. Every opinion, every reaction, every theory adds pressure. And pressure is what forces the truth to crack. Missing the next update isn't just missing content. It's missing the moment everything changes again. Stay connected, stay watching, and stay subscribed, because this story isn't cooling down. It's getting closer to its most explosive reveal yet.